I'm hearing another conversation. I'm hearing another conversation. Yes, I can. Ah. Taking that deep breath. If you can get up and dance, get up and dance. Get with that beat. Greetings and love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self healthcare. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-healthcare, while I share my wellness story with you right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. Feeling that beat, moving that body, taking those deep breaths as you tune into yourself. You gotta feel your own vibration. Rock to the beat. Taking that deep, deep breath. Thank you for coming to dance with me. Y'all know what dancing does for the body. It wakes you up. Make you get up. You know how you used to do it back in the day. Just had to get up out of your seat and stand there and rock. And then somebody come over. So you want to dance? Ah. Woo! Break it down. I know you got into a faster move. Taking a faster breath. That'll change your position. Are you ready to make your dreams come true? Let your mind be free. Hey, that's it. That's it. And you know how when you used to get through with that dance, you took that deep breath. Phew, that was a long one. I need some water. And then you went back over to your seat and you're like, whoa, that was so long. Man, we danced about 3-4 songs in a row. And then you go over there and you sit down, you drink some water and you turn around and put on another jam, make you want to get up and start all over again. That's all you got to do yourself to keep yourself feeling good, family. You know that? The only way that you can keep yourself feeling good is you got to have those vibrations for yourself. You got to find that flow within yourself. As you take those deep, deep breaths and tell yourself to feel good about them. Makes your body feel good. Wake everything up in your body. Definitely if you're going through what I'm going through. This cellular malfunction that I've been dealing with for the past 2 years. We are doing something right now. The girl said it's time to clean up the liver, and the body said, I'm going to start all over from scratch. That's all right. So glad that you got those other organs and systems in shape so it can take what I'm doing right now as that blood purifies itself. Get everything back into alignment. Feeling stuff I ain't never felt in a long time. I mean, I think it's been about, maybe 4 or 5 years. I haven't even been able to crack my knuckles. And now I can do that with ease. People just don't understand. I was thinking about what the guy was saying last week. I swear, I can't believe you had a stroke. You couldn't have had a stroke. You must have had a TIA. And I'm like, I know it was a stroke because I already felt the TIAs when they was coming on. I was trying to stop it. And I was kept telling my body, stop. Don't do that. I'm feeding you right. I'm doing this right. Don't let this situation keep you down. Don't let it stay in your body. But the body is going to experience what it's experiencing, family. And all you got to do is stay in alignment with your consciousness. That's why it's called Conscious Self-Health Care. And I want to thank you so very much on this Wellness Wednesday for tuning into the Conscious Self-Health Care Conversation Radio Show. And I'm your host, Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Health Care Educator. You know, I gave that name to myself because that's what I do for myself. I took all the years of experiences that I had in every field that I've had, in every area that I work with in holistic healing, all the healing arts. I think I had a course in all of them. I took all of that anatomy and physiology and just other terminologies and put it all together and say, the only person can do it right is me. I got to become my own wellness doctor. Yeah, I got to become my own wellness doctor. That's me, my own medical doctor. And that's what I'm saying that you can do and become for yourself when you sit back and take the time to tune into yourself. So thank you for tuning into the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation Radio Show. This is where you sit back and tune into yourself. You take the time to talk to yourself, to feel your own vibrations, to see if you're in alignment with the truth of life for yourself. And it got to be like ebb and flow. It got to flow easy. And if everything is flowing easy, then you know that you are in control of your own destination. That you are not really, really, truly influenced by what is going on in other people's lives, what's going on in the world. You are aware. That mindset is aware. But the consciousness is at a higher level of understanding. You're in that true state of conscious self-health care, allowing you to make conscious self-health care moves. That mental observation view is essential for your success. 10/21/2019. Man, this has been an absolutely rocket ship year. Down to the 10th month already. Everybody's already into the new year, talking about what they doing in 2020. And what are you going to be doing in 2020 with your health? Have you made a shift? Have you stepped up out of the dark ages of disease care, living for a disease name, letting that determine how you're going to live your life, what you're doing? Have you stepped up out of the dark ages of healthcare? Are you now with the understanding of quantum health and healing, that old chemical information that's coming out to light and almost every area of holistic, alternative, functional medicine. You, the individual, you that's tuned in, those that will tune into the rebroadcast show, that I want to thank you so much that those YouTube numbers are climbing up and up and up and up, because more people are listening to the rebroadcast shows and sharing them with a friend. And I'm thankful for that. I went out there and I saw like 4 or 5 different websites that's promoting my videos and my radio shows, because I don't stop people from doing that, putting it on their different pages. I think that's great. I think it's awesome, because I want everybody to become their wellness doctor. We need a new generation of how we're raising our children about health care. We need to step back and take a look at our own lives and see what we're doing and how we can shift it. And definitely if we have brought into some disease name and living our life from that perspective, and we're not satisfied and we're not happy and we don't think that there's anything else that we can do. But all the information around us is telling us that there's just cellular malfunctions. To what degree? What do I need to do to correct it out? And 9 times out of 10, for the majority of the people, I'm just telling you, it's something simple as water and defecating, water and pooping, water and shitting. Get it all out. You got to get it all out and keep the walls clean. And every time I go back to think about what I need to do, I'm like, I'm doing water, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But the body's saying we still got to get more out. You got to put more water in. And you got to let more out. And I know you're saying you're doing this, 2 gallons of water almost a day, every day. And it's like, what is going on? But you know what, family? The shifts are good. Put my hands on my hip and let my backbone slip. I ain't even had no hips 2 years ago. They was all swollen and big. And now I got hips. So things are going on. I couldn't see my knees. I couldn't see dimples in my knees. The traits of all the women in my family got dimples in the knees. I couldn't see those. And now I'm seeing those. So I know things are happening. I'm feeling good. And nobody want to believe that I had anything. But I have to tell y'all something. My roommate, brother from Mama doing Malik, he's looking at me today climbing in the chair. One of them high chairs, because we were setting up the studio for the commissioner's report that he's going to be doing live with people in the community. And so I was trying to get up in one of the chairs. He was like, you really can't sit in that chair, but you don't look as swollen as you say you are. I don't look like that, but I feel like this big old balloon. And I be trying to get up in the chair. And he was like, oh, I can see it now. So sometimes if people say they're going through something and you don't see nothing, it be just that way. It looks and appears like everything is fine. And only that person knows what's happening on the inside. And that's why each and every one of us can become our own wellness doctor. Because we truly know the shifts and changes that occur in our bodies. But if you have brought into a disease name, if that has been your mode of thought for a day, for a year, for 10 years, for 20 years, you can still shift it right now and have a miracle overnight. When you release the biochemical system from pharmaceutical drugs, when you release and let the body get rid of it, the body will start amending itself, doing what it needs to do, building on that reserves of all those minerals and vitamins and enzymes that the body needs is there, but it was pushed back. It was like, I'm trying to break through. I'm trying to come through this molecule. I'm trying to come through to give you what you need, but I cannot, because you got that wall of that drug up inside of me. So, I say that to say, family and community and friends, have y'all been thinking about it? Have you been saying that, I really want to stop this medication because I really haven't been feeling that great from it, and every time I go back to the doctor, they're telling me it's something else, and they want to throw something else at me, and I'm really at home looking at the pills. I'm halfway taking them and not taking it. Make a decision. Get off the fence. Sit back. Recognize that you will go through some things. But you know what? That's all about purification. That's all about self-love. That's all about self-care. That's all about self-respect. And your cell says, now I feel worthy. You have self-worth inside of you. And now I am doing the jobs that I can do. So I got to clean up. I got to push some things out. I'm telling you. like what's happening with me. I told you, when you start working on that liver, which is a direct pathway for the eyes, and then my eyes is already, one of them was already filled with cataracts and stuff and just flooded. And now, man, it's coming down even more. And I found out that the fluids inside of me is still toxic because my eyes have been burning all week as the fluid comes out and everything beginning to come down. And I was like, oh, okay, and I don't want to put a lot of stuff in my eyes. So it's been basically just water, good water, washing my eyes out. But I'm happy because that's a good sign. Everything is relieving itself and coming out. But I'm telling you, this time around, that's what I got to do. And take a deep, deep breath and say, thank you for the opportunity to help my body purify itself, to support that lymphatic system with those deep, 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 deep breaths, charging every area of my body, thinking about that spine that covers every organ and every part of your body. And as you close your eyes and you meditate on your breath and you see each area expanding with the breath, feeling good, the whole body beginning to get in shape, and you are in control of your whole program. No more medical doctors telling you about drugs and surgery and faking you out with, oh yeah, you can drink more water. Oh yeah, you can add some fruits and vegetables to your diet. It'll make you feel better. Oh, they're in agreement with you now because they know when you make that shift, you're going to run back to them. Like now I'm in this state. I ain't running nowhere but into me. I'm running more into the inside of me and allowing me to lift myself up. Taking those deep, deep breaths and sharing with you. That's how I do it. That's why I love what I do. That's why I love what I do in supporting people. Been an educator in every field that I've ever worked in. I turned out to end up being an educator. Even when I was a secretary, I was working with other secretaries. When I became a manager, I was working with other people. When I became a director, I was working with other people. When I went beyond that, I was working with other people. It's a blessing to be able to share and support people reaching their goals and understanding the power that they have within themselves, because it strengthens you in what you're doing to let them become independent and understanding how to better care for themselves. So it's true. Karen doesn't want to tell you what to do. Khadijah doesn't want to tell you what to do. Dr. K definitely doesn't want to tell you what to do. She just want to give you that information to empower you to understand how you can now bury disease thinking. Yes, you can. Conscious living through living consciously is the key. And how is that key spelled, family? Y'all know how I spell. Love. Love. Love is the greatest power on this earth. The love that you have for yourself and doing what's best for you. You can take into factor what other people share with you, but it really got to come from your own understanding and your own decision. And sometimes you got to be so seated in it that can't nobody shift you another way, because that's what everybody does for themselves, try to shift people other ways, have other understanding that may be beneficial to them and not as beneficial to you. So what you got to do? Always sit there and support yourself with love, because it's the power that brings our entire life together. Y'all know it was coming. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers us all with divine energy and life. Because, in life, there's energy. If there's no energy, there's no life. That's what they say, but I tell y'all something. There's energy in a couch. There's energy in a chair. There's energy in a table. There's energy in that. Some people that have heightened senses can walk by something and touch it and know what it is from the vibration of it. So everything has energy in it. And life is energy, even when it appears not to have life in it. That's one thing we need to understand. I am love in action. Take a deep breath, family. Say that for yourself. I am love in action. The actions of my life, the actions of what I do, my thoughts, the actions of my consciousness. I am love in action. I am a master of positive self-expression. Self-expression. Expressing myself throughout this life, this animated body that you see moving around. It's a master of positive self-expression. And that's why we're here to be givers and receivers of love. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. And a lot of people find that love and that balance in life through a religion. But if you take that religion and you use that religion to separate you from anything else, you might not be as balanced as you want to be. Because we're supposed to be balanced in all areas of life. Non-judgment. Holding on to anything that will bog us down and hold us down. You taking those deep breaths, are you feeling it through your body? Did it make your shoulders relax? You didn't even know they were tight. Do you feel your shoulders relaxing? Do you stretch out your arms? And guess what? When you put that smile on your face when you breathe, it's like a double washer. That's like being on that lengthizer, that trampoline. And as you go up and down on that trampoline and get more power and speed to that lymphatic system, it's like a double washer. When you lengthize and you deep breathe, you can do it in mind. You may not have that trampoline right now, but you can move your body, close your eyes, and get into that imagination state. Because that's the key to true creation. It takes you right there to reality, straight there. People think the opposite, but that's not true. Take those deep, deep breaths and relax and know the truth. And know the truth about your life and what you're doing. How you taking care of this arc? The arc of self-healing and self-help. The arc, the body, self, your being, healing, keeping the body flowing and comfortability, not feeling any distress, not having any stagnation. Everything is flowing with ease for the healing of the body. Self, help, health education for longevity and peace is what we give ourselves to keep ourselves in balance. And then that energy permeates out, and you will have an effect and an effect on a lot of people, your own vibration. As you feel good, they'll come around you and they'll say, you know, when I'm feeling down, I like going around Karen because I don't know, it's something about Khadijah's energy, Dr. K's energy that makes me feel good. And when I come into her environment, the energy of the environment feel good. So if somebody wanting to stay around your house and somebody want to stay around you, it just might be that they just need that energy to help balance them out for a minute. But then they got to give it to themselves. You got to know that you give yourself that balance, that you give yourself that peace, that you can bring yourself up out of any storm that may come your way. It doesn't take somebody else's vibration. If you can do it from them, you know that it's inside of you and that you can do it for yourself, that you can give it to yourself. Simply by taking those deep, deep breaths. You can't do nothing but relax the body. And then you'll begin to feel it in your physical body. And then you'll calm down. And then you'll let that mind creep in again. And you'll let it take you off your track. Take you off the track. And you have to put yourself back on. The key is how quickly can you do that now? Do you have to go through a lot of turmoil to get back on track? We don't have to do that anymore. Because we don't need anybody's approval. We don't need anybody's acceptance. You accept yourself. You living in truth. You're living in harmony. You're living in peace. You're generating out a love that's so supreme that it helps shift a lot of things. Take a deep breath. Focus on yourself. Stay in balance. It's all about self-care, self-love, self-respect. Nothing binds you except your thoughts. What are you thinking the majority of the day? What are you speaking out of your mouth the majority of the day? You have to think about it. Nothing binds you except your thoughts. Nothing limits you except your fears. Nothing limits you except your fears. And where does it come from? False education accepted as reality. If it doesn't strengthen you, build you up, make you feel good, have you doing wonderful and beautiful things, you gotta let it go. False education accepted as reality. They've been training and educating now people for the same way, an assembly line kind of learning, kind of keep you in one flow, ain't giving you the whole truth about nothing anymore. So do our kids really, really, truly need to go into the school system? Or can we get them that education at home? Can we balance it out and believe that we know and that we can bring that balance into our children's life so they don't get caught up in false education, being accepted as their reality, following somebody else's pathway? And then they say, we got evidence. I got the evidence. The evidence is here. It appears so real. Here's your test results. It says you have this. Your body's going to start doing that. So they plant the seed of that thought, and you hold on to it, and you build your life from that thought. And wow, it all manifests there. That false evidence appearing real. So accept it. And say, thank you for that diagnosis. You just pinpointed the system and the organ that's having trouble. And now I know what I must do. I got to beef up something. I got to stop something. I got to add in something. Am I giving myself the full spectrum of nutrition? Am I watering, dehydrating my body as much as I should? Am I eliminating as often as I should? Have to know the questions to answer yourself so that evidence from their perspective doesn't seem so real to you that shifts you off and makes you follow them instead of living a life that you know is true. It's easy to do. It's not hard. You got to have some faith. You got to have some faith in what you're seeing. Martin Luther King Jr. had some powerful statements. And one of them was, faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Because truly, if you close your eyes, you will see the whole staircase. The power of imagination takes you anywhere you want to go, push you in any position that you want to be in. Faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see, the unseen made visible by you and your imagination. And that's why y'all know I say change your faith. Reach deep, deep down inside. Remove your faith, not of God's. You are holding on to what you don't know. I tell you, it's stored in a folder. It's stored in a folder of God's faith way, that inner vibration, that knowing vibration that they call God. You feel it, that faith way. I tell you, search your hard drive. Search your hard drive. Find that folder. You got to look deep, deep down that tree. You know, like the lymphatic system is a tree in the body. You got to make sure that that tree, them roots is planted good, that that tree is strong, that the branches are strong, that the flowers on a tree is strong. So it's like the winter time when everything begins to change colors and fall off, and you get that lymphatic system to purify itself so it can do a better job of helping the body purge itself from a lot of things. So I say, remove the fouls that are right protected. What you got covered up with some kind of false education being accepted as real? You got a Band-Aid on that, and you need to take it off. You got to remove the fouls that are right protected. Release that shutter and open wide. Life is going to make you feel whole again inside. That's what we're talking about. Feeling whole. Every system seeing it flourish and working together as one. One big circle. Working correctly inside and out. And that's why I say turn away Turn away from controlled faith. That's even from yourself. You need to adjust yourself. How are you controlling your faith? Turn away from controlled faith and give your faith to divine faith. You know, the faith, that faith of the world that is not right for you. You got to turn away from it and go with that divine faith and trust how your body works. So sit back, take a deep breath. Think about how you have spent the past week, and did you treat yourself with some love and some harmony and some peace and respect? And did you know how to walk away when somebody tried to shift you off for your feel good nature? So I'm saying sit back now and think about it. Thank you for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show. We're going to listen to some commercials, and we're going to listen to some some music. And I'm going to come back and finish sharing with you. Thank you for tuning in. Taking a deep, deep breath. And coming aboard this ride with me. Oh, yeah. Because with the ascension you rise. Rise.
Might as well put your hands together.
Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation, 202-248-7749. Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal healthcare prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified anthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the Friendship Train to Healthcare Freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forcelllife.com. The number 4, the words cell, CELLLIFE.com. Are you at your wit's end because there seems to be no solution to your healthcare problem? Is it okay for me to say to you that you can have peace of mind? Take back control of your health. Are you experiencing anxiety, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, any fictitious disease? Whatever your symptoms or diagnoses are, there is a conscious solution to transform the cause of your pain, not treat symptoms or mask it. No prescription medication, no over-the-counter drugs, no organs removed are required. Take back control of your health by the renewing of your mind. You can create wellness today. Contact Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, www.celllife.com. There's power. You got the power right there inside of you. There's power in the blood. That's why you keep that difference with your blood. Hey, you got to rise. You got to trust your higher self. You got to know what to do. Don't let nobody have you fear yourself. That's self-care, that's self-love. Come on now. Move that body. Take those deep breaths. You got to trust that inner wealth. You got to trust yourself, family. Feel that. Thank you very much for that. Oh. Hey.
Come on, put your hands together.
Thank you very much.
You can't have my family.
Can't have nothing.
You can't have my
Nothing out there in this world. You got to stay in control, even down to your health. Everybody's on top of every aspect of their life and everything they do. They got so much power and so much strength in their words and in their vibration. And then when it comes to their health and something happens, they turn that shit back over to that medical system. And who's the majority over there? What is the majority of the people over there? What make you think that now they want to help you feel better and get better? Why are we now running to the medical system for everything? Everything that's going on. Everything that happens with the body and your mind, you're running to that system now. You got everybody telling everybody that you better go talk to somebody. And when you get through all of that to make yourself feel better and get anywhere, who do you end up trusting anyway? Yourself. How you re-educated yourself, how you rethought about things, how you decided to do something different because you wasn't so stuck and adamant that what you knew and what they knew was correct. You was able to have some ebb and flow and allow yourself to make some adjustment. Come on, people. Y'all tuning in, y'all listening, and y'all making these changes, and y'all sharing with other people because it's time that you become your own wellness doctor. And everything in your life will shift and change and become perfect in peace and harmony. You can't give in to the distractions of the world that makes you turn against yourself. No. Self-care, self-love, self-respect, because you got self-worth for yourself. Ooh, Lord, sing a song that makes you feel good in your heart. Y'all got a song that you can sing that makes you feel good in your heart, don't you? So, energy and wellness can be restored and maintained. I'm living proof of it. Energy and wellness can be restored and maintained pharmaceutical free, Western medical testing free. And that's why I offer you the Quantum Health and Healing Tool from Nest Health that allows you to scan your human body field that's connected with that inner body field that controls that inner body field that let you see what's really going on from energetic vibration. And it's so true because every cell has a field around it and every cell works together in harmony and peace to create that human body field that matches the field of the universe. And everything is a field that has information in it. And that information is talking about you and how you're expressing yourself. And yes, it shifts and changes so quickly. But there's patterns to it. There's certain vibrations that you stay around. And since those organs are giving off vibrations and telling you what's going on with them, you get to see what's going on with your body. But that particular tool, I can work with you around the world. I don't care where you are. Just buy that little scan, and we can scan your whole family and your friends and your pets too with one device. Everybody can get what they need to understand what's going on in their body. But that Max Pulse system, I got to be with you in person so you can see what's going on truly with those inner workings of that physical body, how that physical processes is really going on, and where is those true stagnations at, and those people that are so strong. I don't have no stress in my life. I handle everything with ease and flow. But the body's going to let you know that you got something in there and what's going on. And then you can match up with what's really happening and say, I thought that I have been this way eating for so long that my arteries was nowhere near clogged. And so when I had that test, it didn't put me at a 1 or a 2. I was down to a 6 or a 7. And hell, I've been vegan raw eater for I don't know how many years. What's going on? Why my arteries are clogged like that? Could it be consciousness? Could it be consciousness and food? What could be the key? You'll find out if you work with the tools I use. So no matter if you got your own wellness center, if you're working by yourself, if you're an individual person, we can connect and we can help everybody else get a better picture of what's going on with their body and know what's happening with their body. So energy and wellness can be restored and maintained. Thank you for coming to Dance and Breathe with me, 10/23/2019, this Wellness Wednesday, live 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Inner Light Radio, the healing frequency, the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. This is become your own wellness doctor. Feel good, feel better. Healthcare is a personal responsibility, and that's why I say it's in your hands. So you got to trust. You got to feel that inner wealth. You got to know what's going on. Are you ready to share your wellness story with me on how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care? Have you already done it? If somebody been talking into your ear telling you what they've been done, tell them come on this show. That's what this show is all about. That's how I'm going to have a conversation. You're sharing your wellness stories with me. So when we had that celebration in April, which is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month, and April 30th is Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. We have a celebration. We give out several different awards. Visit my website, consciousselfcare.com. 1S connects conscious and self. All the information is out there for you to share with everybody else. And come on, let 2020 be a great year. Come on and start sharing your wellness stories with people. It's all right if you pick up another cellular malfunction and correct it naturally, holistically, energetically through your own states of consciousness. Because y'all know life is the state of consciousness. I say give yourself permission to better express yourself. Give yourself permission to say to anybody else, I understand you went to school. I understand you a doctor. I know what you paid, but I got to honor myself too. I got a little bit of understanding, a little bit of understanding. I can read a little bit. I learned some anatomy and physiology. No, I'm not trying to go up against you. You can have your understanding through the medical system. But this is what's best for me. And I got to do it this way. Taking that deep, deep breath. Giving yourself that permission to step up out of chronic disease care stress. You got to step up out of it. You got to leave it alone. And then you got to do what? Emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery. Come on aboard this Harriet Tubman's ride to healthcare freedom and stop living on pharmaceuticals and that fear of the disease name. I'm going to say, a disease name is one way of creating your own wellness plan. That's what I'm saying. You got a disease name. You can work with it with pharmaceuticals. So a disease name is one way of creating your wellness plan based on what they've been saying, and you've been trying to cure with pharmaceuticals and ain't really been helping it. You will understand the level of toxicity and cell deficiencies based on what that name of that disease is. They told you that you are experiencing and what you need to do for a greater level of wellness, because you can create a wellness plan now. You know what minerals, what enzymes, what proteins, what you're missing, how your vibration is off, how you're not tuned into yourself, how your consciousness is not creating that field of energy for ebb and flow. You can set down and create their own wellness plan. Nah, you're not a medical doctor. Dr. K is not telling you to become a medical doctor. That's why she didn't become a medical doctor, because she didn't want to be like Dr. Daniels and other doctors that now has got to tell you the truth from what they learned after they done paid all that money, spent all that time. They still got to go back to what? Quantum health and healing, energy, holistic, energetic. And just know how the body systems function and work together. It makes you better at what you are doing. So it's basically toxicity and deficiency. So you are not your own medical doctor because you are your own wellness doctor. That's a big difference. You want to maintain wellness for as long as you can. Be like that 102-year-old African-American woman that's still going to the gym every day looking good. Oh, yeah. They're showing up now. All the things going around the internet about all the singers and where they are got to make you feel good. But you got to look at what they did and how they did it so you can talk to yourself. So family, y'all got a lot of questions that you're thinking on that I've been giving to you and that you're looking over. So here's another one. What is your position on your health care? And what is your wellness plan? That's what all those questions really are about. What is your position on your health care? Not somebody else's. Talk to yourself. Write it out. Give it some good thought. What is your position on your health care? And what is going to be your wellness plan? That's what you got to think about. And share your wellness story in an anthology of wellness story released 2020, that group on Facebook. And like our page, Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. Because I'm going to tell you something, it's only been 10 years or 11 years, and all I do and where everybody's at, 333 people been there for a long time, stuck right there. What's that about? People join groups and don't even really be involved in them. And that's a hell of a group. Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery. People going to click on that, but 333 people in 10 years? Make me want to laugh out loud. Woo! You got to clear the pathway. You got to free your mind. I tell you, you are standing at the safe way of the powerful and the great inner wealth you're having right here on earth. Y'all know how to do it. I'm off time. I can get Jamal to send me a message and let me know where I'm at on my time, because life is a state of consciousness. I know how many minutes I have to continue to share with you, because I've been doing this with my eyes almost closed the whole time. I don't know where we are. I know my time is off. So if I can get a little note saying how many minutes I have, I'd appreciate that. So family, I want to share this with you. Once again, I am the program director and chief wellness officer for Black and Eyes Inc. nonprofit in Washington, D.C. that was founded by Humam Abdul-Malik. And again, we are in our second program. It's interesting that the first one was almost 7 years ago when I did the first program under Black and Eyes for the community, free of charge, just ask for a donation. And we had Chef Khadijah Wadu here in Washington, D.C. And so this is the second one, almost 7 years later. But this is a great one because Brother Humam Abdul-Malik partners with Alpha Cuba in the UK. He hosts his radio show on Diamond Radio in the UK, which he touches, so many different countries over in Africa. And he's always talking about the Black family, the Black community, and asking questions and basically saying the same thing. Love, unite, get together, and support each other. So Alpha Cuba was on his way to the United States. He's attending a conference in Atlanta, and then we have a conference that we are establishing here, and it's called Sankofa Conference in the USA, Washington, D.C., Saturday, the 16th of November, from 1 to 4 p.m. at Martha's Table, 2375 Elvins Road, Southeast Washington, D.C. We're having this conference where we bring in, it says it aims to unite the Black family in the U.S., around the world, just so we can come together to promote the spiritual and physical return of our brothers and sisters to the African continent and in other countries. He's connected with some diplomats here in the United States. They're going to send some information over, so representatives may be there. If you want to walk back into a country in Africa, they're going to tell you what countries are open that allow you to come back in, be citizens there if that's what you so choose to be, or you can be strong here in the United States, have the information, share, and help things return back to normal over here in this land as well. So the conference will bring together in one venue representatives of the African government in the USA, community leaders, politicians, political people, spiritual and cultural activists to talk about reparations, land, black businesses, spiritual healing, the African system of education, history and culture, the current political systems in the African continent. So I invite you to join us September the 16th, November 2019, Martha's Table in Washington, D.C. Come out and be a part of that event. Talk about it in your social medias that it's going down, that we are uniting around the world, and definitely under that hashtag, Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. One side of it, cut out all the holidays, the European holidays, stop giving them our money, stop going over that way, raise your kids, give them gifts, give them things that they need, don't get caught up in the holidays. And on the other side of that coin, whatever we doing in the black community to promote peace, harmony, and love, wealth building for each other, share it with that hashtag. Don't bring no other mess into this. Bring in truth, harmony, and peace and love. We need to unite as one, build that black nation at Wall Street around the world. And let's lift up what's already being done to magnify itself out even more so that we can breathe deeply, live and move and flow around the world with ease. Because we do what? We do what the other segments have done. Keep that money locked and turn around in our hands 10, 20, 30 times. Not just in the United States, in every state, but we're talking about continental. We're talking about letting that dollar flow. Whatever you want to call that currency, we want to keep it going so that we can help one another. So take time, sit back, get ready for the winter. The lymphatic system is like a tree in your body. The branches go up inside your head, the roots go down in the feet, and the trunk is in the chest. It's called the thoracic duct. Its main function is to keep our cells living in a dry state, not too much excess fluid and excess something that they can't hear their own vibration, that they can't send out the right frequency and energy, that they get flooded. Just like a plant gets flooded and you got to get all that water out of the plant. You got to drain that pond. This is time for you to sit back and relax and tune into yourself. Taking those deep breaths, not giving your power to anyone. Don't get caught up in the holidays eating all this food. Nah, don't do it. Even if you said, I gave myself a break and now it's the holidays, I can eat and go crazy. You don't want to do that. More and more people have strokes and heart attacks right after these holidays. You don't want to do it. You don't know where your true health is. You got to come and have those tests with me, and then you know exactly what's going on. So family, all this to say, tune into yourself. That's what you got to do. You got to tune into yourself, because it's not about anything but yourself. Remove yourself and get out of the way. Stop the static and release your energy. It's time to tune into yourself. And take that deep, deep breath through the week. And thank you so very, very much for tuning in to me, joining the Self-Care Revolution, because it's time for you to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your very own personal health care plan for your whole family. And that's what I'm here to help you do. That's the kind of client I want. I want to help you become independent, become your own wellness doctor, support your family members with stepping up and changing from out of this medical system that got you thinking that you can't do nothing for yourself but take a drug and keep wishing that you didn't have to take it. I'm telling you that you don't. You can let it go. Trust yourself. Trust that inner wealth. That's all you got to do. And paint a garden of one thought of good harmony and peace at one time, and enjoy your week. Thank you for tuning in, sharing this broadcast with a friend. Take those deep breaths. What instructions are you giving to your subconscious mind? Think about it, family. Have a great week.
Let's help one another. All of my sisters and brothers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brother. Let's help another. All of my sisters and my brothers. Come on, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers. Let's show love and respect. Always remember never to forget that together we stand and divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Oh, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers. Come on and let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers. No matter what race, creed, or color, we all got children, sisters and brothers. What you tell me now? What you tell me now?
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show right here on Interlight Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self Healthcare Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-health care. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.
Creed or color, everybody, we need each other.